ball next to something.
You want two, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Why do you have two spoons, honey? Hmm? Why do you need two spoons?
So there's a full dose of the coffee.
Only two?
Yeah.
Well, give me that coffee.
I asked you when you want two, because last time said the coffee's too strong for you. So you start like complicating this shit.
I'll be with chat in a second, guys. Just finishing setting up the stream.
Honey,
Hmm?
you want one of the noodles?
Only one.
There's only one left. I didn't ask you if you wanted to eat.
Okay.
Eat it with rice? Huh?
Huh?
You want a little bit?
No, are you gonna make the takoyaki?
Huh?
Are you making takoyaki?
Not right now.
Eventually?
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah.
Hold on. How is it? Until you say you want.
All right, nobody's talking yet. So while I wait, I'm gonna go make some coffee.
You want at least the one, honey, in here?
Hmm? No, that's it. Real quick. Yeah. I gave up on my lover. We could beat it, but you need to use the dynamite power one so you can get stuff.
What's up, Blazer? I'll be right back. I'm just making some coffee real quick.
Or
Joji. What's going on?
I think I just got points. Except valid music. So like days of it.
What's going on, Card Trio?
Not days.
Thank you for stopping by to say hi.
You the firefighter.
I saw you in Hobo's stream earlier. I don't recognize your name. Did you change your name, or are you just coming into streams for the first time? I'm pretty sure he's a mod too, Blazer. Pretty sure. Ah, okay. Okay. I remember Biggie, for sure. Especially because it makes me think of the wrestler Biggie. Who, along with being a massive human being, was very good at pelvic gyrations. A good pelvic thruster, that Biggie. What's up, zombie? How's your injury doing? I hope it's starting to get a little better at least. It's been about a week and a half, I believe. This is when I would anticipate it feeling a little less sore. Still very, very sore, but a little less so. Hijacked for zombie. The boat is contested, zombie. Teamers. Teamers, and I had a RK7 and they had a MOG, so there you go. Well, also, zombie, you're not resting like you should be. Like, obviously you've got your circumstances in your life that don't allow you to, but you're gonna be uncomfortable, more uncomfortable, just because you're doing more than you're supposed to be doing, if that makes any sense. It'd be one thing if you were just sitting there nursing the injury. It'd be a little more tolerable, but I may have had a chance if I had anything besides a pistol. And then it looked like they were going to the back of the boat, but then they veered and went to the front. Whatever. I went to work for about 2 months one time with a broken arm and ligament damage in my arm.
You guys have to go see your dad with you
So I know what it's like.
What the heck? What? Nobody wants to see that.
Obviously, an arm is easier to avoid than your injury. Like, your injury I bet you feel it pretty much every time you move anything, I would guess. When I broke my arm, I put it in my jacket pocket and just treated my jacket like a sling and pretty much immobilized my arm. So it was rare where I would actually, like, I knew I was injured and I felt it when I moved my arm and all that, but I didn't need to use it. I am a 49er fan. We had a bad loss last week. I wouldn't ask me about the NFL right now. I haven't been paying all that much attention. I'm still following my Niners, but I don't I haven't been paying to any of the rosters or how any of the teams have been playing. Like, I wouldn't trust my intel for making any picks. I don't have cable or satellite television, and the Stream East app that I usually watch hasn't been working, so I haven't been able to watch much football. There is another app, though, that I discovered that maybe I'll try this week. Yeah, that's the one I got. That's the one I got. I just barely got that intel a couple days ago, so we shall see. Was it 2 days ago, I was playing solos, and I killed 3 teamers in Nuketown, but unfortunately I only killed 3 of the 6 teamers that were there. So at first I just spectated just to find out how many there were, and there ended up being 6 because I killed 3 of them, and 3 got into a Arav. What's up, Gator? 3 got into an Arav, and started terrorizing the map with an ARAV. And I watched it all the way until the end. And the whole lobby was teaming. Like the end game was 4 different teams fighting each other. So that's just the teamers that made it out, right? Like made it to the end game. That doesn't even indicate how many teamers were in the lobby to begin with, but that would suggest to me that over half the lobby was teaming. Other than the frustration of having to fight them on a regular basis, because I still play this game, the biggest thing that bothers me about teamers is that they killed the game off earlier than it would have naturally died. And that goes with cheating in general. Like, you guys obviously like this game. You're playing it all the time, right? But you're cheating in it, which makes other people not want to play it, which means the game's going to die faster. That's my biggest issue. If these lobbies didn't have teamers, this game would still populate a lot easier. I don't think of myself as like a very prideful person. I can handle losing fights, even if the other people are cheating. But it just adds frustration to the gaming experience. I really wish COD would do something about the rampant cheating. Because I don't cheat and I refuse to cheat, like, I'm convinced that most of not all of them, and I'm not going to name names, but I'm convinced of most of, like, the popular players that you've heard of are cheating in some form or fashion. Their guns don't behave like mine. Hey, what's up, Frankie? I watched the Rebel Moon Director's Cut Part 1 last night. Thought of you. Someone's coming to me. Someone come in to say hi.
Greetings.
I thought it was better than the original version. Little more gory. Naked chicks never hurt anything, you know? Alright. Well, if I'm gonna fight teamers, might as well go where I'm comfortable. Sup, Neil? How you doing, bud?
Potential collapse detected. Advise relocation to indicated safe zone.
Talk about trees. I play dictionary. I will get one piece. Like this guy, he's talking about technology that trading's like dictionary. I will get one. Wow, that's really good analogy.
Look at me sucking on
Like if you see a circle,
I need armor. I want to go underground and fight him, but I need... There we go.
wait, no. It's gone. You,
It's
some,
so common sense.
but it is common sense. But you know, like some people want to be first.
There is no person. There's no second.
It's like
Come on.
some people want to be first, and some people want to be right first. So they. Keep going. All of a sudden, it's like keep going. You draw the background. You draw the sky. It's like,
That's why I'm saying that. What else?
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
I don't even need to know them. I'm just gonna talk to people. Yeah.
Getting audio interference.
Net call. Supply drop incoming.
I saw him. He was on the edge of the dart. Probably went underground. What a puss. Ugh. Anyway, What up, Seabass? I'll finish my thought. Like, even though I've never, hey Ben, even though I've never claimed to be like a great player or anything, like the fact that it's so hard to compete for me because I'm facing so many cheaters, and this isn't exclusive to Blackout. This is in all the games now. Like, there's so many people using undetectable cheats that I'm a casual player, so I'll still play the game, but like it affects the way my channel grows because like my gameplay is not comparable to the people that are cheating, right? Like, but for like I don't have that much pride in like just being an okay gamer, right? Like I'm all right with that. But most people like they just stop gaming because they don't want to deal with the hassle of having to face cheaters. So they either join them so they can enjoy their freaking gameplay experience and play on a more level playing field, or they quit. So many people these days are running strike packs. I know in the newer games there's supposed to be a detection system, but between strike packs, Cronus's, yada yada yada, like there's ways to turn off that detection from what I understand. So it'll never be a even playing field. And also, in my opinion, console to console crossplay is cool, but there's nothing fair about PC to console crossplay. Yeah, I'm sure there is ways to do it. Like I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos about how people are getting around all the detection systems. For educational purposes, obviously. I just want to know what's going on with the games that I play and have a general feel for like what's going on and what I can expect. I don't know how to do any of that stuff myself because I don't own any of those devices. But yeah, so some of the cheats people are running these days are essentially plug and play. Like you don't even have to have scripts or anything like that. And Chris, yeah, I was aware that's the same team that runs in groups of 6. I'm guessing if they have more people on, they'll run in an even bigger group. The biggest team I've ever heard of is 12. Word.
what I need.
No, you need 5.
But how do you not give me enough meat pieces to get meat pieces? What the fuck?
You have to make a lot of coconut.
No, I can do it. Leave me alone. No, I can do it.
Tomorrow, I might go like after we eat.
I'm on a PS5. I use a Sony Edge controller, which is more or less a default controller with paddles on it. Couple added functionality perks on the controller, but doesn't change the game behavior in any way, just changes your button layout more or less.
Blackout.
For those of you that haven't ever tried paddles, I highly recommend them. Yeah, I love it. I haven't had a single problem with this controller. I had a Scuff Reflex controller. I'll never do business with Scuff again. What's up there, Haven of Knoll? How are you today, my friend? Mon friend. What's up, Mike?
Our first 2 picks, they both went down to the street without even playing.
He had armor, I didn't.
Have you ever heard of Death Note?
Yeah, what's been going on with you and Ernie? Well, to be fair, you've never been nice, but you've not been as mean to him as you've been in the past. But what happened? Did anything happen like in the past few days to set him off or set you off or? should have just spectated. It's gonna take a while for this game to start. Shout out to the 15 viewers we got watching me struggle in solos. Later, Mike. What's he doing to antagonize you? Florida, Maine. What's going on, Florida? What's up there, G10 PCS collection? G10, what do you want to go by? That's a long name. Been down all day. What you been down about? Call you Buffalo? Probably not. I typically don't add people that I don't really know. If I get to know you a bit, maybe we could be friends and play together a bit. No offense, but I just keep my circle kind of small.
location to indicate its safe zone.
We traded. He's hiding in a corner, and we traded. People are weird. People are so weird in this game now. Closest enemy was at Horseshoe. So he either landed on a silent perk or crouch walked to that spot from the roof. Because that was the same guy that was on the roof. And then camped in that corner. That's so weird. People are strange. Because usually I can hear people within that range of distance. Alright, Seraph, you're bad luck. Time to be the fat boy. Yo, Chris with the dono. It's a tradition. We get donos, we gotta shake our ass. Out of work male stripper hype. Oh, speaking of, we gotta give some people some memberships. All right. All right, my chat just froze. Let me reset this. Try that again. Huh. Maybe my laptop needs an update or something. It's not letting me do it. It's too far away. I believe just under 2 years. I believe. Year and a half, maybe. Would you care to hear the story? Because there is a story. So, as you know, I'm a very frequent member in Hobo's stream. And a couple years ago, Hobo, as he's done a couple times now, was gonna stop streaming, and most of his supporters at the time were looking for another place to hang out, because a lot of us are there frequently, right? We spend a lot of time in that stream, and we were gonna have a hole to fill as far as being a part of a streaming community. For whatever reason, we don't participate in a lot of other streams that are popular. So we started thinking about it, and some of us came to the conclusion that one of us needs to stream, or several of us need to stream, so we'd all still have a place to hang out. And several people suggested that I stream, and I've got kind of a outgoing personality in general. I'm not very shy about doing stuff in public, so I decided to start streaming. And then Hobo never really stopped. So generally speaking, I only stream when he doesn't, just because my rule of thumb has generally been that he does it for income, and I just do it to hang out. Even though I managed to get monetized, I managed to build a nice little streaming community here. Mine was always more for just having a place to hang out. I did see that he went live, so that's one of the times that I'll stream at the same time he does, is when I'm already live and he goes live. Even though a lot of the people, when he goes live, a lot of the people leave my streams, but that's okay. That's part of the reason why I don't stream when he's already on, generally speaking. So anyway, that's the story. Hobo was gonna quit. We wanted somewhere to hang out. That got suggested. It was suggested that I be that person that post the stream for us all to hang out in. Yeah, I'm not really. I'm an extrovert. I'm the opposite. Like I've never been shy about being in front of people. With some exceptions, like I wouldn't have the easiest time prepping like a big speech, an important speech in front of, 500 people or whatever, but playing games and horsing around in front of people, I can do that all day. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, Chris, but I'll still be playing this game from time to time. But when BO6 comes out, I'm gonna convert games because, like, I'm a solos player. The last most of the times I've died today thus far have either been to teamers or people playing pretty ratty. So my enjoyment of this game has kind of been sapped. You got all the people cheating with their Cronus Zins and mouse and keyboard Zims, and you got all the teamers, and then if that wasn't enough, you got campers, and it's just, this game has become not a very fun and game to play. All the good quads teams are blatantly cheating. Like, I can't say all, but the majority of them are blatantly cheating. Like, it's apparent if you play this game enough, you know what, like, how guns behave and what's natural and what's unnatural, and it's just become too frustrating to try to bang my head against a wall and continue to play this game. So I'll be transitioning to BO6 for the most part.
Blackout.
What up, soul? I'm really hoping that BO6 populates to the point where I can turn crossplay off and consistently find games. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, bud? I was in your stream for about 30 minutes earlier.
Potential collapse detected. Advise relocation to indicated safe zone.
I'm terrible with the ICR or what the hell is this? ABR. Always have been. Ever since the game came out, I've been terrible with that gun. Even when it was meta. Grab for zombie. I do not like the 3 times on the grab for whatever reason. Oh shoot, Chris with the $5 holla. See, even in game we gotta twerk. We gotta twerk.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety. Supply drop inbound.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, if you guys ever want to see me die, just donate to me and I'll start twerking in the middle of a gunfight. Hey, Can. I just unlocked a bunch of new guns, so I still get to... Well, I got pretty decent loot, chat. I'm just gonna look for a box real quick and a couple box spawns and... I thought I heard something. I might be tripping. Is old Bertha by the water? She sure is. Looter, iron lungs. Oh, I don't have a trophy. Oh well. Gotta reinforce. That'll work. Let's chase all these folks in the fast cars with the slow truck. Sup, Chief? Oh, this is a little too weird. I don't want to be in this. Why am I dying like this? Why am I dying so damn fast? To cordites. He's not tracking me at all. He's not he's not moving his ADS while I skulk around it, but all of his shots get reg? How does that work? That's the second time in the recent history that a cordite has, without logic, absolutely melted me. Oh, and I still do need to hit some twerk emotes for Chris's dono. I got about 45 minutes before I gotta call it a stream, guys. For some reason, I'm supposed to have the option to give 10 free memberships to people, but my stream lags out every time I try to utilize that option. So I'm guessing my laptop probably needs an update, and then it'll work. But I don't want to update my laptop while I'm streaming, so it'll have to wait. That is lame. Maybe I should use the cordite. It seems to be annihilating me every time I use it. Or every time I fight against it. Big news in Blanco land, guys. My hearing, my arbitration is on Tuesday. Wish me well. For those that are new to the stream, if you haven't heard that story, about 16 months ago, I was wrongfully terminated from my employment of 21 years now. Yo, Twisty, what's going on, brother? Anyway, 16 months ago, I was wrongfully terminated from my employment, and I finally have arbitration coming up to get my job back on Tuesday. I anticipate winning, but we'll see what happens. So I sustained a severe back injury. And reported it to the employer like I was supposed to do. They took me to the emergency room, all that stuff, right? Initially, everything went the way it's supposed to. But I was not pulled from service by the doctor that saw me at the ER, which is not typical. So I tried to work with it for about 2 months, and not 2 months, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And over the next 2 weeks, I got progressively more injured to the point where I reached out to the person in charge of medical care with my company. But I wasn't able to get a hold of her that day. And so I made the mistake of trying to go to work instead of just calling in sick or whatever. I made the mistake of trying to work while injured. And I work on the railroad as a train conductor. I don't want to name the company because I'm talking about a legal case right now, but I'll just say that I work on the railroad as a train conductor. And similar to like a pilot, we have jobs where we have layover locations. We go to a destination and then we stay there until we're ready to come back. And when I got to my layover location that night, I had about a 9-hour period from the time that I got off work to the time that I started work again. And I was in a lot of pain. I was in very severe pain. And I wasn't able to get any rest. So I finally fell asleep an hour before I was supposed to wake up. And long story short, I slept through my sign-up time. I showed up late to work. I still showed up, but I showed up late. And my employer, they have a tiered disciplinary process to which you're supposed to get a verbal warning, a written warning, a possible suspension, and then possible termination. They skipped all of those tiers and went straight to termination. There's a couple other details about it, but that's the gist of it. And so that day, I was able to get a hold of the person in charge of the medical department for my company, and I set up a doctor's appointment. And when I had my doctor's appointment, I was medically removed from being able to work. So basically, it showed that I was not physically capable of working. And they still went through with charging me with termination. Now, in a different world, the judge in my termination hearing and then appeal would be unbiased. But the judge in the case that I was in was a company employee. And so basically, almost under no circumstances was I going to get a fair case until I got to arbitration, which is what's coming up now.
Potential collapse detected. Relocation to indicated safe zone is advised.
I hear this person not too far. I'd really like some armor. Ah, my button's sticking. I got another dart? Are you kidding me, bruh?
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Whoa. How did he hit that? How did he hit that? This guy's stream sniping. He's the same guy that was hiding in the corner in factory. But how did he hit the snipe? I want to see this. Bullshit. I was completely behind that vent. I was completely behind that damn vent, and that guy's a stream sniping pussy. Horse shit. Horse shit. Be right back. Gonna make some more coffee. If I'm gonna be fighting stream snipers, I gotta have energy. What up, Jacob? Yeah, horse shit is something I say too. And I add some twang to it every once in a while. Horse shit! Horse shit! I don't know what you're talking about with your finger, Twisty. But I got a finger you can look at. How's that? How's that for you, Twisty? You blew it apart. How'd you manage to do that, you psycho? Slide bite? Hammer bite? Slide bite? One of those things? One of those bites? Did the gun bite you? Were you bitten? Alright, let me see what the hell Twisty's talking about. He blew his finger apart. Go to channel. I don't know anything about firearms, Twisty. I don't know what any of those words you just said means. But videos. I see you shooting cantaloupes, you shooting watermelons. Shooting one-handed. I'm watching one with a... Oh. Now I see it. I don't see where it happened though. Slide bite, maybe? I don't see where it happened, but I saw it. And you can have it all. I messed up my thumb in a similar whale. Alright, that's enough about Ernie's mom, Mike. Come on.
Blackout. Potential collapse detected. Relocation to indicated safe zone is advised.
I'm alone? What? That's enough, Mike. You're hijacking my stream with your personal beef. I don't like it.
Circle collapsing. Supply drop incoming.
All right, Mike, I'm going to put you on timeout because you're taking my stream, which is mine. I own this stream, right? You're taking my stream and making it about your personal beef, and I've asked you multiple times to stop. So you're getting put on timeout.
expected. Relocate to safe zone.
I almost lost. Well, I didn't almost lose a finger. That's being overly dramatic. Yeah. But I did seriously injure. I did seriously injure my finger, my thumb, with a pistol. And mine was because of slide bite. Being an unexperienced firearm shooter, I had the pistol right, and I just had my left thumb dangling where it shouldn't have been. This is my last game, guys. Last game. Gotta go pick up my son. Twisty, if you're still here, explain to me your guys' universal health care. Is it a single payer system? So when you went to the ER, you didn't have to pay anything, or maybe like a small copay and that was it, and everything else was covered, or how did that work out? Damn it! My as soon as I start hyping up my controller, I'm starting to get a sticky paddle. Alright, last game. See if we can make something happen. I only have 11 minutes. What happens if you break your third leg? Well, I mean, it does cost you money. You're taxed for the privilege of that type of care. But I'd argue that oh, damn it, I'm alone again. I'd argue that that's a far more cost-effective way of doing it. Almost every developed nation in the world has better health care than the U.S. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I was just arguing the technicality that it does indeed cost you money. It's just, you know, it's cheaper and a better system than what we have. Damn you. Leave me alone, zombie. I have Brawler. What am I doing running from all these zombies? Need to clean my controller. This paddle's sticking. Hopefully, if I just clean it, that'll fix the problem. No long barrels anywhere, huh? How long is your injury supposed to take to heal, Twisty? Just looking at it, my guess is about a month.
Supply drop inbound.
All soft tissue stuff, I hope? Like no nerve damage or anything like that, right? Better check the sign again. Oh, you do have nerve damage. Okay, well then that changes it a little bit. Still the only one here. I want that mobility.
Further collapse expected. Travel to indicated safe zone.
Really? That was a lame box. Alright, gotta go try to get into a fight so I can go pick up my son. Oh.
Net call. Supply drop incoming.
I also almost lost a pinky once, Twisty. I'll have to send you those pictures on. I'll have to send you those pictures on PlayStation Network.
Rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
I'm using the O Canada, Twisty. Are you proud of me? I don't know if you could tell, but my fingers. This is a little over 10 years ago. It's pretty jacked up. I prefer the 4 times of the sniper scope for me. I shall take this censored art and trophy system and make it mine. How? How? Explain that to me, guys, please. I would love for anybody to explain that to me. Later, guys.